Hey guys, welcome to Wrestle Kingdom. Latest news. WrestleMania 41 backstage problem between Dwayne Johnson, Rock and Triple H. Backstage updates on Finn Bálor turning on against Dominic Mysterio. John Cena versus Randy Orton for one last time. Backstage updates on John Cena and Travis Scott teaming up against Bad Bunny. WWE told AAA wrestlers to start learning English. Backstage reasons behind Gunther's WWE suspension and so much more. Starting with Dwayne Johnson, Rock and Triple H, Fightful Select spoke to several people in WWE who were confused by Dwayne Johnson Rock's decision to not help promote WrestleMania 41, but then he goes to Pat McAfee's show and speaks about how he booked the main event differently. There was also confusion about Dwayne Johnson Rock claims later in the week that everything he says is a work, even though he made it clear during the Pat McAfee show interview that he was not in the character. It also sounds like the WWE talents are conflicted about Dwayne Johnson Rock in the sense that they are happy to see him when he shows up, but are worried about the cards being at his mercy. For whatever it's worth, people in the backstage haven't noticed any problem or tension between Dwayne Johnson Rock and Triple H. Backstage updates on Finn Bálor turning on against Dominic Mysterio. WrestleVotes Radio claims that Finn Bálor is expected to turn on against Dominic Mysterio at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia, and their feud will continue through SummerSlam in August. John Cena vs Randy Orton one last time. According to WrestleVotes, the main event match at Backlash between WWE Champion John Cena and Randy Orton will be billed as one last time. Following up on the rumor that John Cena will team up with Travis Scott against Bad Bunny for a tag team match later this year, the Wrestling Observer newsletter says the theory was Bad Bunny would be on the other side along with a wrestler of the level of John Cena. AAA roster needs to start learning English. Lucha Blog mentioned that people in charge of AAA are saying everyone on the roster needs to start learning English and also learn to work more of American style wrestling following WWE's accusation of the promotion. Backstage reason behind Gunther's WWE suspension. WWE has delivered a suspension to Gunther following his attack on Pat McAfee during the latest episode of Monday Night Raw. According to a report from Corey Hayes, Gunther's removal from WWE programming is because he has requested some time off TV and his request has been granted. There is no word on when Gunther will return to WWE programming after he lost at WrestleMania 41 to main event Jey Uso. WWE has trademarked a new name, Tala, on April 25. WWE submitted a trademark application for the name Tala. At this time, it remains unclear how or when the name will be used. But according to latest rumors and speculation, Tala will be the name of Tala Tonga. Big changes are coming to WWE Hall of Fame 2026 ceremony. A new report has hinted at a potential change to WWE Hall of Fame ceremony schedule next year, following criticism of this year's event. The 2025 ceremony held the Friday Night SmackDown didn't begin until 1 a.m. and ran for over 3 hours, drawing backlash from fans and talents alike over its late start and lengthy runtime. According to a report from Fightful Select, WWE is already considering adjustments. One source within the company reportedly said it's highly unlikely that next year's ceremony will run as long, and if it does it, probably won't be in that time slot. The awkward timing and extended length were also mentioned during the show by Shawn Michaels, and Triple H suggested the change may priority moving forward. And even multiple stars were spotted sleeping during the show. Randy Orton and Joe Hendry at the backstage of WrestleMania 41. Joe Hendry made surprise appearance at WrestleMania 41 as the mystery opponent of Randy Orton. Randy Orton defeated TNA World Champion in just over 3 minutes. After the match, he delivered a second RKO for good measure before mockingly striking Joe Hendry's signature pose. WWE later shared footage of backstage exchange between the two, where Randy Orton praised Joe Hendry for stepping up for both him and the fans, saying it meant a lot to him. Latest updates on Bryan Danielson and ring return. During a recent interview, Bryan Danielson discussed his in-ring status, stating that his neck is wrecked. Bryan Danielson expressed satisfaction with his career and suggested that he feels it's time to step back and saying enough is enough. When he was asked about potentially returning to AEW wrestling to win back the AEW World Championship, Bryan Danielson replied, "Yeah, but my neck is wrecked. But there is a chance that he might return at some point at AEW Wrestling." Nick Khan speaks of CM Punk and he says that he is not a cancer. Nick Khan shared his thoughts on working with CM Punk in WWE. During a recent appearance on the Bill Simpson podcast, Nick Khan shared his experience of working with CM Punk, noting that he realized early on that CM Punk wasn't a cancer. He said, "It was so obvious to me that he was not a cancer. Having been an agent, assume I have dealt with some personalities that there were not easy for time to time. As part of the job, I always found him to be a gentleman, to be honest, responsive, and I felt that if he was that way outside of the company, if given opportunity to come back to the company, he would be that way," he said, and he has been Jim to work with. And now Friday Night SmackDown. Randy Orton challenged John Cena to a match at Backlash. Fraxium defeated Las Garza. Jade Cargill's definite straighten ended in a no contest. After the match, Nia Jax returned and take out both of them. LA Knight and Drew McIntyre stepped up to jack up Fatu. Zelina Vega defeated Chelsea Green to win the Women's United States Championship. Aleister Black returned to take out The Miz. Drew McIntyre defeated LA Knight via disqualification. Damian Priest appeared out of nowhere, attacking Drew McIntyre before giving him a choke slam through the announce table. WWE Tag Team Champions Street Profits defeated DIY and Motor City Machine Guns in Triple Threat Tag Team TLC match. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more wrestling news and wrestling content.